Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another renovation video. So I have a brand new renovation in Willow Creek for you guys. We have started our second neighborhood. If you're new here, so far I've renovated all of this neighborhood, which I think is Boundary Cove, but I am just gonna go on and move on to this neighborhood right here. I feel like it makes sense just to move right on over there. And it's called Courtyard Lane. The Courtyard Lane offers affordable homes for the upwardly mobile set. Classic styling mingles with larger shotguns and more expensive homes. So this is kind of like the starter neighborhood, and then this is the next step up. As you guys can see, it just gets fancier from there. So today I want to share with you guys the renovation of the Rindle Rose lot, and it's a 20 by 15 lot, so it's the smallest lot that we have left in Willow Creek, and it's a 2-bedroom house, 1 bathroom. I think it doesn't actually say it right now, but the description for this lot says a cozy cottage with a welcoming porch that just screams relax. Now I actually haven't read that before I did this renovation. I just recently discovered those descriptions, and I don't know if the house screams relax after the renovation, or at least the interior, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Right now I'm gonna go in and move Johnny Zest in so that I can give you guys a tour of how the house looks originally before the renovation, and then I'm gonna give you a tour of the house after the renovation. And this will probably be a pretty short video because this is a very small house, but here we are in Willow Creek in the neighborhood. I'm gonna go on and put the walls up so you guys can see the house. I think I'm gonna send Johnny for a run or something to kind of keep him out of our hair, since this isn't a community lot like the last one. But here is the house. Okay, so I didn't really love this house to start with, but the one thing that I really wanted to do was to keep the rose color, because I feel like it's part of the name and its own theme. So I did want to keep the pink color of this house. I didn't particularly like the pink and the green, so I did change the roof color to match the Pancakes house over here. I think this is where they live, and every house in the neighborhood is probably gonna have the same roof color. That's what I did with the first neighborhood. I really didn't like this situation of the roofing, so I did kind of go back to my suburban roofing. But anyway, I shouldn't even be talking about that right now. We should be talking about this build. So let me get started with the tour. Oh, hold on, I'm still really bad at this. Oh, the camera's moving on its own now, you guys. I didn't know you could do that. All right, so here's the front porch. It's a very small, and there's a couple little chairs, and I mean, I don't know that it just screams relax right now. I don't know if I would agree with that. How do I make it stop, you guys? I don't know how to make the movement stop once it starts. Okay, there we go. So we have like this little bench right here from base game. All this stuff is base game, of course. And then we have these chairs over here with a little plant. There comes Johnny. He didn't run for very long, but that means that he opened the door for us. Never mind. Let's go on inside. So the number one thing that I didn't like about the original layout of this house is that when you come inside the front door, you are right here by this couch. I just felt like it seemed a bit closed off. There's also this little accent table here behind the couch, but you can see there's not much space right there, and it's enough space for it to be functional, but as far as looking nice, I just thought it looked a little bit cramped. We got a really tiny TV over here, so nothing too impressive in the living area. And then if you swing over here, we have a lonesome coat rack and just little decorations, like nothing too fancy, but it doesn't have to be. It looks nice. I like it. This is the kitchen. So you guys may already be noticing that the interior of this is very brown and the exterior is rose colored. It's pink, and so it's a little bit odd to me that the interior is kind of bland, but I like building with brown. I don't have a problem with it. I didn't do that for my renovation, so maybe I should have. But here's the kitchen. I mean, it's got the older appliances and stuff. This isn't a starter home, but it isn't a really richy, fancy home either. So it's got pretty simple stuff. This is the bedrooms and the bathroom. There's 1 bathroom. I think I already told you guys that. So I'm going to take you guys into what I thought was the primary bedroom, and it is through here. So we have a double bed. I think that's why I felt like this was the main bedroom, but it's brown still, you know, pretty casual. Any sim could live here. It's very plain. We got a little cozy chair and a dresser and a mirror, just some decoration, you know, nothing too special. Definitely could use a renovation. Then we go back out into the hallway and into the bathroom. Now this is where it got fun in my opinion. So the bathroom is very pink. It's very cutesy. I really just liked it. This was my favorite room of this whole build. And I think it is because it was on theme with the outside of it. I just really liked it. Most of the time though, when I do pink builds, when I do pink themed builds, most people, it doesn't seem like a lot of people like them. I was gonna say most people don't like them, and that's not totally true, but it doesn't seem like as many people like my builds when I do them really cutesy and pink. And I think it's just because, you know, some people like pink and some people don't. But here is the last bedroom. So this is the last part of the house. Like I said, very small, very quick. The pear pictures weren't for me. I don't really like them. That's my biggest complaint in this bedroom. But this bedroom does have the single bed. So as you guys can see, this is why I didn't really think of this as the primary bedroom. To me, this honestly kind of looked like a guest bedroom because, I mean, there's not a lot of personality to it. It's green. There is that. But I don't know. To me, it didn't really look like a kid's room or a teen's room. So it just looked like a guest bedroom. But then coming outside of the house, I'm just going to show you guys the back of it really quickly because I did make a little bit of changes to the floor plan. So if you guys can see how this roof is kind of clipping in over here, I didn't like that. That bugged me. I also didn't like how flat the back of the house was. I kind of looked up what shotgun style houses were because I wasn't sure because I don't know anything about actual houses. And it looks like that part of the shotgun style build is the fact that it is really long and narrow and there's not as many bump outs. But I just didn't really like this situation back here. So when I show you guys the new house, you'll see that I kind of shifted this area over a little bit so that it kind of did create more of a bump out and less of a flat look on the back of the house. But before the light goes, let me place the renovation and I'll show you guys what it looks like now. All right, so here's the renovation, you guys. Here is my renovation of the Rindle Rose lot. I did make a little bit of structural changes to the porch. I made it smaller so that I could do this kind of roof. I didn't like the way the roof looked originally. I've already told you guys that. And I know that I tend to kind of build in the same style, but I'm working on it, you guys. I feel like I tried my best to keep this house similar in the floor plan. I was gonna say similar to the original build, but that is not true. When we get into the inside, that is so not true. But the outside of it kind of semi looks like it did, you know. I feel like I kept these windows. I think these were originally with the house. I did a little growing together spandrel. Is that what you call that? I'm not sure. I did cats and dogs little columns just because I thought they looked cute. I think this window is cats and dogs as well. And I'm going to show you guys the porch, but let me show you the outside of the house first. So there's a tree here. You just can't see it because I'm zoomed in, but we have some planter boxes. And since this lot was named Rindle Rose, I put some roses down. I got to get Johnny to plant them, actually. We need to plant them really quickly. I got a red rose and I got a Christmas rose, which I didn't know was a thing, but we have one. And then these planter boxes, I think, are from City Living. And it's really strange because every time I try to use them, I have so much trouble finding them. And I think it's because it's a debug item, which is just so odd to me because it's such a cute planter box. But see, to actually get it to come up, I have to click in the debug menu or the live edit one. I don't know which. Let's find out. Okay, so it's under the debug menu. It's not under live edit. But if you guys have City Living and you can turn on your debug settings if you know how to do that. I use the Better Build By mod now, so I can't even totally remember the cheat anymore. But all you have to do is turn on your debug menu. I'll try to put the cheat in the description box if you guys don't know it. You do really have to search through the debug menu if you don't have the Better Build By mod, but this is it. It's a garden planter with City Living, but it's debugged for some reason, and I don't know why. But I thought it was really cute because they're pink and they're flowery, and I think this is the only swatch as well. Maybe it's an item from the Romance Festival. Maybe that's why it's a debug thing. But see, as you guys can tell, it's totally functional. It works. Your Sims can interact with it, and it's really cute in my opinion. I didn't like this wall. This was my least favorite part of the build because I didn't want to put any windows over there, but I just didn't like the way it turned out. I have these little things from high school years, and this is from Get Together, I think, and then this is just like a little garden hose from base game. But I just overall I didn't really like that wall, but it is what it is. And it's getting dark now, but I'll show you the back of the house. There's nothing super impressive back here, but you can see what I was talking about with the back of the house, kind of moving that area over a little bit. So now the roof doesn't clip in really weird like that. It's kind of separated, but I kept it as close as I could to the back of the house to kind of try to stay true to the original style, but I did change that a little bit. And then there's nothing going on over there. Nothing worth seeing, just more windows and landscaping. But it's a good time to go inside the house now that the lights are dark, or they're gone. They're not dark. The sun is down. It's nighttime. Anyway, here's the front porch. So I have this little decoration. I think this is backyard stuff pack, and then that's from the Blooming Rooms stuff pack. It's not a stuff pack, it's a kit. Whichever, you guys, I have no idea. Then over here, we got a little shoe rack. That's just for decoration. I do have one chair right here. This chair has a little package on it for decoration. You could delete it if you had more than one sim living here who wanted to sit on the porch, but my sims don't ever sit on the porch, so to me this is all decoration anyway. But that's the new front porch. We got a cozy rug from Cats and Dogs, and then we're gonna go inside the house. And also I moved the door. As you guys can see, I told you that I didn't like where the door was originally because it walked right into the living room and I didn't like it, so I moved the door over here to the side of the house. Okay, so now you guys can see the interior. I actually meant to prepare you for this. It's very pink, and it's not cutesy pink like the outside of the house. I ended up kind of taking inspiration from a Growing Together shower, and I went pink and black, and I like it, but I do recognize that this isn't a style that everybody would like, so hopefully you guys like it. But spoiler alert, here it is. So first things first, we got the living room, and these chairs are from City Living as well, and honestly I would never use these chairs normally, but they fit in with the black and pink theme absolutely perfectly, so I had to use them here. But I can admit that they're a lot, you know, they're not the nicest chairs that we have in the game. The curtains I used are from high school years. We got a bigger TV, a nicer little place to watch your TV, 2 couches. I think there was originally only 1, but I did get rid of the bar stools that were here because I put in a dining table. But that's the little living area, so it's still pretty small, not a lot to it. And then when you turn around, you can kind of see the entranceway. So I have a coat rack still. I put an umbrella rack in, an ottoman from high school years. And I think this mirror is from Spa Day, but it's got the little pink lights behind it. And I just thought it looked so cute in here. My thinking, once I started renovating this and building it, is that maybe it's a single parent and a daughter, like a teenage daughter. And maybe they let her decorate the house. I mean, when you guys see the bedrooms are decorated in the same style, so I guess technically maybe they both would like this particular style, but in my mind it's maybe a single mother and a single daughter, and they're just living their best life in here. But they wanted a little bit of edge, so we got a lot of black as well. This tile is from Growing Together. I took inspiration from the shower and from this tile because you have this black strip running around it, and I thought maybe it would look good. And you guys can let me know if you think it does or if it doesn't, and it's okay if you don't like this, it's totally fine. But yeah, that's the kitchen. And now let me show you guys the dining table. I didn't really like this picture right here. I think this is from high school years. I can't remember what it's called, but I was struggling to come up with something to put on this wall, and it's a big empty wall. It needed a big picture, and I ended up finding this, and I felt like it kind of matches the vibe of the rest of the house. You have the pink pastel colors, and you know, it's a little bit kind of trendy looking. I don't know, you guys, I did my best. I definitely don't think this is going to be one of my most popular renovations, but here's our dining table. It's kind of pushed up against the wall because there's not a lot of space in this house. Also, I moved this door to this area. I forgot about that until right now, but I moved the bedroom door over here. So I must have shrunk something. I bet I moved the kitchen back a little bit, and that's why I had to do that. But if you guys remember in the first neighborhood, the Daisy Hovel house, it was pink as well. I did a renovation of that, and it was like pink and brown, and I really loved that house. It's my favorite house from the first neighborhood. neighborhood, but I didn't want to do the same thing that I did with that house, so I felt like I had to make this one a little bit different, and this is what happened. But here's the first bedroom. So this is the primary bedroom. We have a little prom stereo over here just because I thought it was cute, but I have since learned that this little stereo only plays one song, so you could swap that out if you wanted to. It's not really useful. We got a cute little high school years bed though. I felt like it matched everything pretty well. It's got a messy vibe to it. To be the primary bedroom, it might would kind of look like a teenager's bedroom, but maybe it's like a young teen, or not a young teen, but a younger mother, a younger single parent. You know, maybe she's pretty young herself, I don't know. But I gave them a TV. We got a little gaming area as well. Another one of these posters, this actually matches the one in the living room in the kitchen, but it's not the same painting. I don't mean it matches because it's the same painting, but I think it's in the same swatches. I think it's the same item. And then I just have this little painting as well. So now we head on to the bathroom. I'm kind of nervous to show you guys this because I feel like it's such a weird style that nobody's gonna like it, but I'm trying to get used to building in other styles. Otherwise, all my builds are gonna look exactly the same, and I don't want that. But here is the shower that inspired it all, you guys. So this is from Growing Together, and I just really liked the way the black tile looked with the pink, and then this wallpaper kind of matched it. The rose gold hardware, it just was adorable to me. So that's our shower situation. Here's our little toilet, and then we also have our sink over here as well. I feel like the Brindleton Bay pictures, not Brindleton Bay, the cats and dogs paintings are right here. The ones with the black and the gold, I feel like they were perfect for this house as well. So that's our new bathroom. I think it's one tile smaller. I think I had to cut a chunk out to do the back of the house the way I wanted it to. So that's the new bathroom, which just leaves the last bedroom. So this for me was kind of a teenage bedroom. Hopefully it has that look. And I gave this room the more edgy swatch of this bed, or at least in my opinion, it kind of is. It has the black hardware. It's a little bit darker, and I felt like maybe it fits this vibe a little bit better of an angsty teenager, but they still like pink. You know what I mean? They're angsty, they're tired, they like the color black, but they also like pink. And then I used different curtains that have the color blue on them. They're still from high school years, but I felt like they matched the bed. And over here we have a tiny little TV, a little gaming area here as well, and some posters. And then on this side of the room, I had this weird little area that kind of came from me changing the floor plan as well. So I just shoved a dresser in there. That's completely functional. By the way, I have play tested this build. Everything is functional. And then we have a little stereo sitting in the floor. And also I did this little mirror, and I thought it would be cute to put some makeup stuff, like maybe this, I know you can't actually do that, but maybe possibly your sim or the person who lived here would sit in the floor and do their makeup in this little mirror. And we got some fingernail polish as well. And then last but not least, we have a piano because I had no idea what else to put in this house. So I thought, why not let this be a teenager who likes to play the piano? Also, I felt like this swatch kind of matched the house pretty good. It's a little wild. And they're a cheerleader as well. Or maybe they stole this from a cheerleader that they don't like. I don't know, but I got a megaphone in here. And that is the house, you guys. That is the renovation of Rindle Rose. I hope you guys like it. It's pouring down rain now, so it's a little bit of a gloomy end, but I feel like the interior of the house, it's definitely not somewhere that you would just place any random sim. I mean, it has a very specific style, but I decided to do something a little bit out of my comfort zone and give it a try. And the best thing is that looking at the house from the outside, you would never know that it gets so weird on the inside. It just looks like a nice little suburban house, in my opinion. So it's kind of a hidden thing, but that's it for today's renovation, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments, because I always love hearing from you guys. And I will see you very soon with another build video, another renovation, probably right down the street over here. But that is all for today. So bye, guys.